Hey everyone, blessings and welcome. I want to talk about soul prosperity. It is my desire for those of you who are watching that you continue on a path of prospering your soul. Some of you may ask, what exactly is soul prosperity and how does one prosper his or her soul? I believe the Apostle John explains this pretty well in his third letter, chapter 1, verse 2, and it says, "Beloved, I pray that you may prosper in all things and be in health just as your soul prospers." So what does that mean? I interpret it as that there's really no disconnect between our inner life and our outer life. I've said this in other videos and I'll say it again. I believe that when God made you and I, when God creates a thing that is whole, that is complete. So what does that mean for us? It means that all of our success, all of our potential, all the things that we want to be or that we could be, all of our blessings is all inside of us. It is not something that we have to reach outside of ourselves for. It's not something that we have to beg God for or beg anybody else for. It's all inside of us. Everything that we will be, everything that we can have, all of our potential, our purpose is all inside of us. However, it's there, but it is our job as we live our lives and go along life's path and journey. It's our job to bring it out. It's our job to manifest it. And this is why I'm doing this video on soul prosperity, because prospering your soul is part of the process of bringing out those things that are inside of us that will bring us success, those things that are inside of us that will bring us blessings, those things that are inside of us that will elevate us. Soul prosperity is very important to this process of living your life and bringing it out. So there's a few things I want us to think about and consider as we prosper our souls. There are a couple of things I want you to understand. The first thing is that as we prosper our soul, we will begin to get the healing that we need from God. So as we prosper our souls, as we grow, God will begin to heal us in those broken areas. God will begin to fill those pockets of emptiness in our lives. God will begin to heal us from the drama and the things that we've been through as we prosper the soul. As we prosper the soul, God will begin to make us whole. And we need good health, inner health. We need wholeness in order to make it on this path and on this journey. At times we may see people who are really not considered good people, people that are considered actually evil. We may see them in the world and it may look like they are prospering, may look like they have, all of the riches, all of the money, all the material things, and they may have the titles and the position, and they may have the fame and the fortune, and they may not be such good people, and they have these things and it seems like they're prospering. I'm here to let you know that if you're looking at these people, listen, remember, it's temporary. They won't keep it. If you're not doing the inner work, if you're not prospering the soul, if you're not becoming a better person, the things that you have, when you get to the top, you will not be able to sustain it for long. We've seen many people go up and crash right down. But as we prosper the soul, and as God begins to bring all of these good things out that will begin to fill our purpose and make us feel fulfilled as human beings on this planet, what will begin to happen as we begin to rise in good health, as we begin to rise in wholeness and in healing, we will be sustained in our position. God will sustain us there. So as we get that health and as we get that wholeness, what that does for us, it will sustain us where God puts us. See, we have to remember, we may have the talent for certain things, but remember, talent will only take you but so far. Talent can take you only but so far. But it's God and the power of God that will sustain you. It's the wholeness in you and I. When we're doing that inner work, that's what's going to keep us and keep us in our blessing, keep us in favor, keep us in prosperity as our soul prospers. So remember that as our soul prospers, we will get the healing and we will begin to be made whole by the Lord. And we will need that on this journey, because there's going to be things that are be coming our way. There are going to be trials, there are going to be tribulations, there are going to be hardships that we're going to face. But if we're healed and we're whole, we'll be able to stand strong and fight the good fight. The second thing is, when it comes to soul prosperity, is that we need to remember and consider, is that when our soul prospers, we will begin to see positive impacts in every area of our lives. As our soul prospers, our relationships will improve. As our soul prospers, even our physical health in many cases will improve. As our soul prospers, our mental state, emotional state, psychological state will begin to get better, begin to heal. As our soul prospers, we begin to see things change for us financially, even in the workplace. As our soul prospers, we will become better people. Our character will improve. As our soul prospers, we will begin to live the life that God has intended us to live. In every area of our life will improve, which means that we will have a better quality of life. So it is in our best interest to prosper our souls if we want a better quality of life. So remember, if you want healing and wholeness, if you want a better quality of life, and you want things to really truly improve, and you want your outcomes in life to be better, prosper your soul. So I've said all of those things. And so what does it mean to prosper one's soul? What does that process look like? Well, there's three things I want you to think about in that process. And just know that, number one, a prospering soul is a soul that's continuously seeking connection with God. You are connecting to the power source. You are connecting to all on a daily basis. Your soul cannot prosper if you're not connecting to God or connected to God. Your soul will not prosper if you're not doing the spiritual work. But your soul will prosper if you are doing those things. So if there's this constant connection, and in exchange to that connection, God will begin to elevate you on the inside. And in exchange, you'll begin to see things manifest on the outside, and things will get better. So a prospering soul in that process is a soul or a person who is continuously seeking God and growing in God. The second thing is, a prosperous soul, or a soul that is prospering, is one that is continuously learning. You will not prosper on the inside, spiritually, intellectually, in your soul, mentally, emotionally, if you're not continuously learning, putting yourself in a position to learn. Learning doesn't stop. I believe even until you take your last breath, you should be learning on a daily basis, whether you're 15, 25, 35, 45, 75, 65, 85, 100. Every day you should be learning something new. Every day you should be getting better. Every day you should be improving, because that's part of the process of prospering your soul, is gaining knowledge in a continuous way, on a continuous basis. So a prosperous soul, or a soul that is prospering, is one that is always learning. We should be putting ourselves in a position where we're reading, putting ourselves in a position where we're getting mentorship or learning from other people and learning new things in life. It's a beautiful thing. Prosperous soul is a learning soul. And lastly, when a soul is prospering, and a prosperous soul, and you're in that process, it means you're purposeful. A prosperous soul is a purposeful soul. When you're a purposeful soul, that means that on a daily basis, you are doing things with intention. You are making sure that the things that you do in your daily life and in life, that is connected to something greater, that it makes sense, that there's meaning to what you're doing. And that's how your soul prospers as well, is that you're living an intentional life. You're living a life with meaning. You're living a life with a plan. You're living your life, you know what you're going to do next. So you might have some idea. If you don't know what to do next, you're seeking God to get the plan. So you're living an intentional, purposeful life. That is a prosperous soul right there. So those were really the things that I wanted to share with you when it comes to the issue and the matter of prospering your soul is something that we should be doing on a daily basis, because like I said earlier, it's part of the process of getting all of those things out, those good things inside of us that God has placed there in order for us to live our best life, in order for us to really live out our purpose and get true success, to get true success out of life. That's all I wanted to share with you in this video. Take care, God bless, and I will see you in the next one.